What's up, everybody? This is your girls, Reese
and Crystal,
aka Millen Twins. So, right now, you guys are tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com. I was waiting for you.
You was waiting for my echo.
I know.
I'm so excited.
DJ Crystal.
DJ Crystal. No, okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Did y'all miss us? We missed y'all last night. Last week.
Last week. We didn't know what to do with ourselves.
I did. I slept.
I mean, I was like, everybody's like, what you doing? I don't know. Should we go eat? What should we do?
Time to go to sleep.
We slept all weekend. Slept all weekend.
But no, we pray that you all had an amazing week. You know, we're very excited today because today starts our
Won't you do it? Spring break.
Yes. If you're a teacher out there, you know what it means and how it feels when it's time to go on spring break or Christmas break. Well, we don't get summer breaks, so we don't get that type of excitement.
Yeah, we all year round.
That's okay.
But it's okay. God is good. We got
all
the job.
Time.
All the time.
God is good. I haven't been to a Baptist church in so long. I almost forgot the response.
So what you doing for spring break?
Spring break, we're going to leave Chicago. That's what we're doing.
Because Chicago's going to be like in the 50s. Y'all going to have rain, snow, all the above.
Where we going, it's going to be about 90.
About 90 degrees.
I'm excited. Me and my son. Too. Yeah, the family is excited.
We're excited.
Hey.
So we got a lot coming up.
We do. We have the 2019 Millen Twins Educators Award. Look, I tried to put that in harmony.
Yes. We got 20 individuals we are awarding for being educators within the field.
Yes.
So it's not
whether
only
you are a president, a dean, a teacher,
paraprofessional, a TA. It doesn't matter. If you are doing something in the education field, we want to recognize you. Thank you and keep motivating you to keep going. And if you guys noticed the video that we just did, we are also honoring. Hello.
Okay.
She's so excited. She's talking
media over
here. Media, you know,
got it going.
You know, it is what it is.
Yes.
But we surprised our mom. We're honoring her. She is the reason. Miss D. Shout out to Dolores Rogers.
Yes.
She is the reason. Carissa and I got into the educational field. She works for city colleges, and she's been with
for 32 years.
Yeah, and she's been in all the city colleges. And
she's only 27.
What are you doing? Look at that math.
Wow.
But to hear so many of her students to come tell us when we go visit her, since we were little, your mom is making the difference. Your mom is the reason I graduated. Your mom is the reason I'm still here. So mom, to hear that growing up, my sister and I definitely had to be in the education field. So shout out to Dolores Rogers, Miss D. You guys don't want to miss this event. It is June 22nd, 2019
at the
Connection on 4321 South Cottage Grove from 6 to 9. It's a red carpet event. We got 1 Hour One Vision production company going to be there.
We have Kenneth Sean, who's going to be hosting the event. We also have She's Jazzology on the red carpet. Go ahead, because Crystal, I'm telling y'all,
I'm on 10. We missed the whole show. I'm on 10. I got a lot to say.
She do.
So we got DJ Flo. We got She's Jazzology on the red carpet. Who is the catering company?
Cakes will be providing the sweets, and we have 5 T's catering services that will be providing the food, y'all.
Yes.
About cooking. Yeah. Cook.
I mean, everybody's getting ready. People getting dresses made, suits made for this event. Carissa and I
we are behind.
Don't know what we're wearing. So if you have an idea, if you have a color that you want Carissa and I, the Millen Twins, to wear, put it down, text us, because we have no clue. What we wait till maybe 2 weeks before an event and be like, all right, I guess we'll get it out there. You know, we just find something. But shout out to all the awardees. We are excited to be in the building with you guys, to motivate you guys to keep going in the field that you're in. What else is going on?
We can't say much of anything else, but right now, get your tickets from www.IamYouArePerfectlyImperfect.com. Again, once again, to get your Educators Award tickets, you can go to www.IamYouArePerfectlyImperfect.com.
And you guys have to get your tickets. There's only like 120, well, maybe about 80 tickets left now.
Yes.
So if you don't have your ticket and you call us and be like, look, but you honoring my auntie and my uncle, I'm sorry. We might go live, or you might have to wait for the video, because once it is sold out, it is sold out. But we love you though.
We do.
So we have 2 special VIP guests on tonight.
We have Miss Kimberly Carter in the building, and we also have this big head dude. Y'all seen him. He gets on my last nerves.
That's my family. Bill Coney is in the building. So you guys do not want to miss this show. Make sure you share the video. We're going to take a quick music break. But when we come back, we're going to have the beautiful Kimberly Carter in the studio.
What's up, everybody? This is your girls, Carice
and Crystal,
aka
Millen Twins.
So, if you're just tuning in, you are tuning in to the
Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com.
Ooh, DJ Crystal. Can't take
it. Don't hate. We're gonna have to record it so it can sound a little bit better, you know. But it is what it is. So we have the beautiful Kimberly Carter in the building.
We have known her for
what are we?
18
16
years?
We're 16.
2001. We're 16.
We're 16.
Yeah, since 2001, y'all.
It's been a long time. So how you feeling, Kim?
I'm feeling great.
She drove all the way from Iowa. She got out the car. I was like, Iowa. I was like, Iowa? You did? So to hear when people travel to come here, we are definitely excited and we appreciate you being here. So Kim has some great things going on.
But before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and start the 2020 questions.
What happened when you miss a whole show? You forgot the name of your game that you created.
Look, 2020. It's a tongue twister. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. 20. But we're gonna do these questions, and you have 5 seconds to answer 20 questions. Okay. And if you don't answer within 5 seconds, you're gonna hear what, Crystal? Yeah, our buzzer's not here. Shout out to our co-producer and producer who's not in the
both
in the
of them out. Fine.
But that's okay. We're gonna keep it moving like we always do. You ready, Kim?
Yes.
All right, let's go. What do you find yourself doing a lot these days?
Singing.
If you could live in any sitcom, which would it be?
Family Matters. What's the one thing you could never live without?
The Lord.
Come on, and
be safe.
I know.
Yes. Okay, what was in your high school locker?
How would you just food was in mine? I have to make sure every bell run to the bell. We got 2 seconds to get to we're like twin detention. Wait, I was hungry. I was about to pass out. Okay, let's keep going. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Determined, passionate, and loving.
That's it.
So if a movie was being made of your life and you could choose the actor, you could choose the actress to play you, who would you choose and why?
Angela Bassett.
Yes, girl.
She's elegant and she just, you just see fierce.
Exactly. Yes. She still look like she's 21.
Don't she look good? Black don't crack.
Come on. Yes. You know what? Dr. Miami. I might be visiting you this summer. Okay. Let's go. Rich friends or loyal friends?
Loyal.
I don't think there's any left. I'm just
you know what? If you could eliminate one thing from daily routine, what would it be?
Reminding Caden of his routines.
I know. Who do you look up to the most?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
I got a lot of mentors.
Okay, we're gonna say a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the best gift anyone has ever given you?
It's love.
I'm still waiting for my gift. Still waiting on it.
Still waiting for love.
35 and counting. Okay, what's your favorite song to blast in the car?
Oh, wait. Eddie James.
Hallelujah
chant. Holy chant.
Oh, okay. I was like, who is that? All right. Eyebrows or eyelashes?
Eyebrows.
Most important in a partner, intelligent or funny?
Intelligent.
I know, because I'm the comedian in the family, so let me just be funny.
She thinks she's funny. It's okay.
It comes natural, though.
It does.
That's the funny part.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What childish things do you still do as an adult?
Oh, everything that's childish. I color, I sing, I dance.
We play ding dong ditch.
We do. I do everything.
They're like, how old are you, Carice? It don't matter. I don't look like it. I still get carded at the club.
Right.
All right. Money or free time?
Free time.
Are you a listener or a talker?
Oh, I'm a talker.
You a talker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last question. You ready?
Yes.
Can you make any prediction about anything exactly 1 year from now?
I'll be finished with another book.
There you go.
So you answered all the questions but one. I can't remember what that question was.
She answered all of them.
No, remember I was like, I remember my throat getting the sitcom.
Yeah, I know these days.
Back in the day, we used to watch TV, you know.
So back in the day, then
we watched Family Matters. We watched. I can't even think of the shows. But anyway, 90210 Fresh Prince.
Me alone.
The Cosby Show.
The Cosby Show. See. So Kimberly is this your first book?
Yes.
She has written her first children's book, and it is called God's Love for Us. So can you tell her?
Before she gets,
Lord.
I know Crystal likes to jump.
I do.
Jump. Okay. What inspired you to write a book?
Actually, I was just playing on. There's a program called Story Jumper that you use for your students. I'm a teacher, so
woohoo to the teachers,
educators.
You know, using Story Jumper, I saw an A to Z pattern, and I kind of just started writing. And as I continued to write, they have illustrations that you can use, but none of them could really depict what I was writing about because I was retelling Bible stories. So I said, well, why don't I make this thing, really authentic and go all in instead of just playing with it. And that's kind of how it started last summer.
Let me tell you, I just got through half the book and I was just like, okay, yep, I need to buy this book. Not only for my son, but for myself, because I really don't know the stories in the Bible like I used to, because back in the day, my mom made me go to Sunday school and that's when I learned everything. But now I'm like, my mom like, go, what's the scripture for Joshua? Is Joshua one of the Bibles? Yeah, Joshua 5:3. I don't know, but I used to know
in the Bible.
But no, this is an amazing book, especially for, people who don't go to church as often or who may not attend Sunday school or may not even get a chance to read the Bible as they should, but in this story or this book, I actually found out so many things like, oh my God, I remember that. Like, wow. Mm-hmm. So just reviewing and refreshing for myself,
Good
hey,
job,
I'm not
Therese.
perfect. That's okay. God is still in my heart. Even though I don't know the Bible word for word, but hey, I'm improving. Thank you, Crystal. Say good job,
Chris. Good job, Chris. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so
proud of you. So what were some of the challenges? I know a lot of people are saying, everybody's writing a book now and this is and that. And it's just like, okay, it's good. It's good. First of all, I was just telling Kim that we need to bring more literacy back in the culture. We're so stuck on YouTube and videos and movies. TV. It's like we still need to read. That's where that knowledge is. That's where we retain it. So what were some of the challenges that you encountered when writing your story or your book?
I think, honestly, because God gave it to me, I think it was more so time. Mm-hmm. You being able to be focused when you are passionate about something and dedicating yourself to it. And, I would finish, A to G. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to set aside this time to do this. And then also knowing when you work the best. Like, I know there are certain times of the day I'm at my best. Mm-hmm. And so making myself available during those times. But, outside of that, I think one challenge, of course, practical one, it's the A to Z book. Mm. So finding words.
Like A for apple. Nope, I'm not doing that.
A to Z, right. And then trying to figure out which stories I wanted to tell. Do I need to go in sequence? Is it necessary to go in sequence? So that was also something else that I took into consideration when I wanted to retell the stories.
And that's something that you said that, because the stories that you have told that you did tell in here, but that I've read about so far, like, can I read one part? Mm-hmm. So J is for jealousy. So some of the stories that she did put in her book, some of us can relate to, and it talks about Cain and his brother and how Cain was jealous of Abel, for getting recognition from God. Did I get it right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, he slayed him. He slayed him because he was jealous. So just think about all the things that we go through now. Right. And how so many people are jealous and they're killing and they're hurting their feelings or just talking about you on social media or whatever. So this book is a great tool just to be able to relate to your life now.
So what do you want your readers? Well, number one, who's your target audience for your story?
My target audience, just children, intermediate, because of course I have, if you did not notice, the illustrations. I have to get a shout out to my illustrator, Vladimir Cebu.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
Fiverr.com. Thank you, Jesus.
That's where you go.
That's it. Hey,
if you don't know,
threw it out there, y'all. For the people who don't like to share, she just threw it out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
But the pictures, I think, when students have a hard time not being able to read, the pictures tell the story,
right?
And so just from that, my 3-year-old can be engaged, and then because it's poetry, it has rhythm, it has rhyme. So then that's something else that also draws kids. If I have a hard time with certain words, I can recall the sounds, the rhyme in it. And then I throw in a little vocabulary, dominion, what's dominion? And then, like you said, just the life lessons. But I would think maybe like 2nd grade, maybe even to 5th grade. However, if you are, I guess, a student of the word and, I just teach, like you said, I think there are certain things, even
that teenagers can read.
Right.
Actually,
when I reread certain parts and I get encouraged. Like I know somewhere in Noah, I talk about Noah and them waiting for 150 days. We always just talk about the water, but it took 150 days for the waters to recede. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Right. And
I can't even wait 2 minutes for food.
right. Exactly. But God gave them peace in the midst of it, and He was ever present. So I think it's definitely it could be applicable just to life because it's God's word, right?
So what would you say to someone who wants to write a children's book? What advice would you give them?
Or a book in general?
I think you need to be relevant. Everything is curriculum focused now. I think you need to be relevant. Whatever you write, children need to be able to connect to it. I think you should have a message. And then I would also say, you have to meet the children where they are. And I realize everybody's not going to pick up a Bible. Like you said, everybody's not going to go to a Sunday school.
Right.
And the awesome thing I liked about this, when I shared it, I'm an English language learner teacher. So I work with the large Hispanic population, but one of my kids bought it. And even when they saw it, they looking, oh, I think I've heard this story, and I had one student ask me, is it in Spanish? And I was like, really? Yeah. So I'm like, I said, you think I should put it in Spanish? And she says, and she shook her head, but so, that was really encouraging. It was inspiring. And they didn't look at it like, the law. I guess that's a lot of times that's how we look at it, or even church connected. They were just drawn, like I said, to the rhyme, and then some of them did have background. So I just think it's important to be authentic, and whoever you're trying to reach, I wanted to reach everybody. So my pictures, you won't see just one race. Let me say that, because we're all God's people. He didn't come for one,
exactly.
So did you go through a publishing company? Did you self-publish?
I ended up self-publishing, and I was pleased with it. And Fiverr.com again. Look, but I had someone help me every step of the way, even from the setup. And I did use Amazon, and the formatting. Well, I'm just like, I can't do all of that. I can tell you what I want you to draw. I can tell you what I wanted to say, but formatting, that was not my gift either. So, you reach out to other people who can do it. But self-publishing was the way that I went.
So we're saying Fiverr, and a lot of people may not know what Fiverr is. What can you tell the listeners? What is Fiverr? What would they find on there?
You can find any, I would say, independent entrepreneur, anyone who's capable of doing anything related to anything, investigation, right? Graphics, art, building you a website, giving you tips on health and beauty, whatever. There's a wide range, but if you go in there and you kind of just type in what you're looking for editing, to find an editor, you can go on there. And they also have ratings. So, make sure you read the reviews from people who've actually used them, so you can take that into consideration. When it came to the illustrator, I was able to look at previous illustrations, that he actually drew before. And so that's how I was able to make my selection.
And they're not that expensive either.
Not.
Like sometimes you can find something for $5, for $40. Of course, you pay for what you want. But she used Fiverr for her illustrations within her story. And we also used Fiverr when we wrote, when Princeton wrote his book. So they did the cover of his book. So there's a lot of resources on Fiverr. So all you got to do is download the app, and you'll find so many different things. So that's a hint for somebody who's looking for somebody
trying to write a book.
To write a book. That's one of the ways that you can, cross something off of your checklist.
And I think a lot of people don't write a book because it's so much to do. And it's really not. If you sit down and actually write down everything you want to know, or connect with the person, or connect with whoever, and just ask the questions, because so many people stop their dream or their vision just because they like, it's hard work ahead, let me stop. But it's really not. All you have to do is like reach out to somebody. You reach out to us, Kimberly, I'm sure she'll share with you, and we'll let you all know the steps. I'm actually helping someone now. So it's all about reaching out and connecting with others.
Definitely. So there's a book fair that you're about to be a part of.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Book fair.
Where
in Chicago.
Yeah, I took a picture of it. Oh, I got the picture. Hold on.
So it's in Chicago.
It's in Chicago. Okay. It's a children's book fair. So it's general, so it's not just religious related. But it's called Burst Into Books.
Burst Into Books. So it's Soul Food Chicago and Burst Into Books Children Book Fair, Saturday, April 13th, which is tomorrow. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Butler College Prep, 821 East 103rd Street, and you enter on 104th in Maryland. So what will they find there? It's just different general.
There'll be different genres of different authors, but there'll also be performers, from my understanding, every hour.
So it's going to be very entertaining. At the same time, you can support.
Yeah, it says Black books for all grade levels. Early reader, fantasy, history, coming of age, self-esteem building, academic, and comics. They'll have live performances with great food. Definitely www.soulfoodchicagobookfair.com. So if you're looking for some books, some children books, you want to take your children, it's good to take. When we were younger, we used to always go to book fairs and things like that. The library. So
I don't know, is any library still open?
You know what? Their library is still open. But that'd be definitely something nice to take your kids to.
What's the address again?
It is 821 East 103rd Street. They say enter on 104th in Maryland.
Does it cost?
I don't have that.
Cost to get in, so it's free?
It doesn't have a price, but there's a website. So if you want to look up information for it, it's www.soulfoodchicagobookfair.com, and you can find all the information there. So you're going to be selling some of your books there?
I'm going to be selling some of my books. I'm going to be networking and talking to other authors who have more experience than I do. And I'll also be participating on April the 27th in a book club. And so they also have a book club every month where they have youth to come out and they bring in authors to share and to do activities. And it's based upon, age ranges. So it's organized, it's not just thrown together.
So if you're looking for a book club every month, that's something else to look into.
Something else to look into. So where could they find your book? Where can our listeners find your book? It's God's Love for Us.
It is on Amazon. You can purchase it paperback or on Kindle.
Oh, and it's on Kindle. So you can have your phone for those who want to keep their phones or people still use iPads and stuff like that. Download Kindle and you can read the story there. Yes. So how can they find you on social media?
Facebook, and not hard to find. Kimberly Joy Carter is no
Kimberly Joy Carter. I tagged her name on here, so all you have to do is click on her, and then do you have a link on your page or something where they can find your book?
I don't think I have. I don't have a link.
Okay, so just go to Amazon and Kindle and you'll find it. And the name of the book is God's Love for Us, Retold, A to Z, Book 1.
And what's the main thing you want? That once again, you want your reader to get out of your book.
That with God, all things are possible, and that there is just nothing too hard. There's nothing that you can do that can separate you.
So
His love.
Do we have a book 2 coming soon?
Yes, we do have a book 2 coming soon, and you'll read a little bit about Hagar. So that should be a little interesting. That whole story.
I have a friend named Hagar.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
And Abram.
She's a twin, and she's here. I got good because I need that book too, so I can refresh.
Yep.
So you guys make sure you get her book. God loves. God, I can't read upside down. I'm like, what?
God's love for us. So make sure you all reach out to Kimberly whenever you need any information. She's willing to share about the journey of writing the book. And also, you're an educator. What grade do you teach?
Right now, I teach kindergarten, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Ooh, what's your favorite grade?
You know what? I like them all because I only have them for 30 minutes.
She's an EOL teacher.
Yeah.
So, right.
So I do a lot of pull out, and then I do push in for my second graders. But I do a lot of small groups. So once kindergarten drains you at 10 o'clock in the morning, then I can slow down with my fifth graders and cruise, and it kind of goes like that. But it keeps me going.
So you have to definitely come to the Educators Awards and hang out with us. It's going to be a fun time.
Yes.
Food and music and all the above.
Definitely.
So you guys make sure you follow Kimberly Carter on social media. Make sure you purchase her book. We have to support our own.
I'll be buying my book before she leaves.
Yep, definitely. So Kimberly Carter has her first book out, God's Love for Us. Anything you want to say to the people?
No, just thank you for listening, and thank you guys for having me.
Of course. And if you guys have any questions for Kimberly, just inbox us or inbox her. She's so sweet.
She is. We've been on her
forever, over 20 years, and we only 16. It's okay.
Right?
Okay. So we're going to take a quick music break, but when we come back, we're going to come back with our next special guest. We thank you, Kimberly, for coming out here to hang with us.
Love you.
We love you.
I will love you anyway. 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 Even if you cannot, even if you cannot stay, even if you cannot, even if you cannot stay. I think you are the one for one. I think you are the one for me. Here's where you ought to be. Here's where you ought to be. I just want to satisfy you, 'cause you're not mine, can't deny it. Know you hear me talking, babe. Love me now or I'll go crazy. Oh, sweet thing, don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing, don't you know you're my everything? I will love you anyway. 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 I wish you were my love. I wish you were my love. I wish you were my lover, but you act so undercover. Let me share my whole. Let me share my whole life. Let me share my whole life long. It'll be right or be wrong. I'm only what you make me, baby. I'm only what you make me, baby. Don't walk away.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Scree
and Crystal,
aka
Millen Twins.
So if you're just tuning in, you're tuning in to the
Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com.
And if you're just tuning in, you just missed one of our VIP guests, Miss Kimberly Joy Carter. So make sure you all rewind this video for the ones who's watching on Facebook, and for our listeners, make sure you all go out and support her. But right now we got this big head guy in our studio. We have to expand the studio because his head is so big. No, I'm just playing. We have Mr. Bill in the building. How you doing?
Is in the building.
You can lift it up.
Thank you guys for having me.
No problem.
So Bill was one of our very first guests.
He was our first.
I was the
He
first.
He was. Bill was the first guest, and this is before we got on the radio show. We were at his store, Forever Yogurt, and we had the camera, lights, action. He was literally the first one. So now, welcome to the radio station.
Welcome.
It's about time.
You know what?
Here we go.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
Coming. You guys know it's coming.
Wait.
Especially this one.
Whatever. But we're going to go ahead and start with these 20 questions first, okay? Can we at least
Let's get the 20.
Get at least 5 out of them, okay?
So be careful because you don't want to get him in trouble. It's gonna be random questions.
Just
Just random fun. So anybody that's watching that's a Bill fan, it's just fun questions, okay? So forgive his answers.
Give him some hearts,
now.
y'all. Give him some hearts. All right, you ready? All right, let's go. Don't cheat and look at my book. All right, what do you find yourself? Are you listening? What do you find yourself doing a lot these days?
Driving.
Okay. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
Swimming.
That's a good one.
Swimming. Scoot up so they can hear you.
Oh,
Can y'all hear
swimming.
Will? There you go.
What's the one thing you can never live without?
My pillow.
I was gonna say something else.
You like women with Lace front wigs or natural hair?
Natural hair.
Okay.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Loving, loving, loving.
You right. Loving, loving, loving.
If you
R. Kelly.
Crazy. If you could be an animal, which animal would you be?
A cheetah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you look up to the most?
That's a good question.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Mr. Farrakhan.
Okay. What is the weirdest thing you have seen in someone else's home?
Roaches.
No, that's probably common in the neighborhood.
You know what?
The weirdest things, just like couch those covers, couch covers, just couch covers.
The clear plastic.
Yeah.
People still have those.
Yes.
Be sweating when you get up.
Stuck to
Legs
stuck to the
all
seat.
wet.
Mhm,
Think you just got out the tub.
You know
Okay.
what?
Phone call or text?
Phone call.
In one sentence, how would you sum up the internet?
The internet is the bomb.
Would you rather find your true love or a suitcase with $5 million?
I'll take 5 million. I'll answer that quick. Quick.
Real quick. Okay, so what would the world be like if it was filled with male copies of you?
This world will be a better place.
Would it? Let's give
Yes.
an honest answer.
Well, again, this world will be a much better place.
Most important in a partner, intelligent or funny?
Intelligent.
Date night or Netflix and chill? See,
Netflix and chill.
only he answers the phone.
Money or free time?
Free time.
Would you rather for people to be able
Free
to
time.
hear your thoughts? Nope, that's wrong. I'm not going to answer that question. We're going to do a different question. What's invisible but you wish people could see?
What's invisible?
But you wish people could see.
That's a good question, Crystal.
Energy.
Rich friend or loyal friend?
Give me loyal. I'll take loyal.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
Allergic reaction.
It will be called brown butter.
Brown butter.
Last question. You ready?
Let's do it.
Can you make any prediction about anything exactly 1 year from now?
Yes.
What-
And that is 1 year from now, we will all be 1 year older.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Thank you for tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show. You gonna get us cut off the air. They're gonna be like, who's this guy? So before we continue, I must say, we went over the rules, in the hallway before we came into the studio. Can you please put your phone on vibrate?
Oh, my bill.
Oh, I just understand.
Only
How
he.
you on the radio and your phone goes off and you read
pick
the
it up.
message before in
And
between the answers.
You pause to answer the question.
only,
And then smile to put it down.
to
Only
my
Bill.
listeners out there, I'm sorry. We
He gets
apologize.
special privileges since
Yeah.
No, we
he's
don't.
family.
No, we don't.
So look, if you guys don't know who Bill is famous in these streets.
Oh,
He is famous in the streets. He was the owner of
Well,
go ahead. I'll let you because he ready to cut me off.
No,
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I have a few accolades. Well, I'm humble in spirit, so accolades really don't mean too much to me. Entrepreneurial, owner of Forever Yogurt in Bronzeville.
He hot. He's sweating.
Yeah, it's
He
hot.
nervous. He got I don't know.
What you?
I'm hot. I just got the shower. Let me see. I have a trucking company as well. Logistics, CMA Global and LLC Transportation. That's well. Dang, it's bumping in here. Y'all got me nervous. What you talking about, God or something? Dang.
He is sweating.
But
for real.
that's this one thing. That's about it.
So you making moves around here?
Well, I'm trying to make moves. I'm trying to do what I need to do. I'm trying to just constantly build my brand. I got some news about the Forever Yogurt in Bronzeville.
Go ahead, break that news.
Well, going away from being, dang, I am really sweating. Where the napkins at? It's hot. Well, Forever Yogurt will be open. Well, it won't be called Forever Yogurt anymore, guys. It will be called Sweet Dreams Frozen Yogurt in Bronzeville. It's coming soon. I've been going through a lot of motions, ups and downs with that shop. But I just want to let everyone know that we coming back and we coming soon.
We're excited about that because literally everybody that we put on for Forever Yogurt, they're like, "What? When is it gonna come? Come back? Like, where is Bill?" And I'm like, "He coming back. He coming back." So we're excited about that.
Got to have faith, and I got too much drive to just give up. Came in with a nice. Thank you, man. Came in I had to get some investors to come in and assist, which was necessary. Sometimes in business, you need that. And I'm learning that you can't do everything by yourself.
And I was about to ask that. So what are some of the, so a lot of people who want to be entrepreneurs may be afraid to even jump out and do it because of, the finance or whatever it may be. What are some of the challenges that you face as being an entrepreneur? Because you don't just own one thing, you got multiple things.
Definitely.
So
some of the challenges is just that, you're going to have challenges. They're going to come, but you have to face them and deal with them and just have faith. Just have faith.
So being that we're not perfect, and I'm sure that there were times where you wanted to give up.
Sure.
What pushed you? I know you said faith, but what motivated you? Like, you know what?
Well, I know that I have so many people that I know and people that I don't know that's watching me. And I just want to constantly be an example to others, and let them know that after difficulty come ease. And I said this on the first show, and I still live by that, not giving up, and not giving up.
One thing I love about Bill, every time we went into his store, and we went in there faithfully because we love to support.
They definitely did. Yeah, we definitely came through.
We definitely did. Like, we love to support, and especially when we see someone really pushing, and you don't see too many Black men out here doing, what they want to do and what they love to do because of fear.
And
but
something positive
exactly. But to go in there and to see his son, and he got his son at the register, and even though he goes sneak and eat some candy out the thing, I'm like, if Bill go over there, your finger's not supposed to be in there. But but to see Lance over there doing that, and for you to be modeling for him, we need more of that, because it's so much going on in the world. Like the Nipsey, everybody. People getting hurt, and how do you feel about needing more male models?
It's so important. It's so important for us to just, like I say, be examples, because we need that. I was very active in the community. I'm very active in the Brownsville community. I'm from Inglewood, born and raised. Active in my own community, and it's important for the children and just everyone to see that the transition from where I came from to being a business owner in a prominent neighborhood like Bronzeville. I think that's something that people always watch, and they just want to see what's next for Bill. And just keep your eyes open. We coming.
And I say that too, when you feel like you're falling. And a lot of people, like, they prey on that. So it's good to not put that in the atmosphere like, we done, and people like, oh yes, I'm good now. I could do this and I could do that, So it's good, even though things don't look the way that you think it should look or the way you thought it should look. You should continue to speak out positivity. As like, okay, it's not going good right now, but at the end of the day, at the end of the tunnel, it's going to be better than what it was before. So we have to continue to speak that to existence, because I'm sure Bill probably at one moment probably like, oh, all right, I'm done or whatever. We all have that moment. We're not perfect, but just because you continue to live by faith and strive and that drive, and you kept pushing, it made you want to, like, okay, I see a future. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep it moving.
You have to.
You have to
keep it moving. You have to keep it moving. And faith, I say it, and I'm going to keep saying it.
Key component.
It's so important. It's so important. If people was to walk in my shoes, they'll be like, wow. I ask myself sometimes, like, man, I got to give myself props. Like, boy, you're a beast. You know what I mean? Because the adversity that I go through, the trial that I go through, it's like, whew, it could be so overwhelming. But my foundation and what I was taught and some of the knowledge and morals that's instilled in me gives me the just the drive to keep going, just to keep going. And also, I have to keep going. I have 5 children to feed.
Oh, God bless you. You got a throwback.
Almost, well, that's a basketball team.
Yes, basketball team.
Yes.
So it's like I have to keep going, and I want to be, particularly, especially to my sons, to both my boys. I want to be that example. It's great to bring your children to work with you, to see them, especially a Black man, to see your dad owning a business or your dad having a great work ethic. And I want to instill that in my children, a great work ethic. You know what I mean?
Yes. Vibrate.
Yes. It's on.
Jesus, help them, Lord.
Yeah, I want to instill that in my children.
Okay.
Man. Great work ethic. I'm going to speak on this for a quick second, like the logistics industry that I'm in. I'm currently, I've been trucking for years, but I just started doing like expedited freight, which is sprinters. I bought a brand new sprinter. Shout out to Gunner.
Oh, I think that's what they were saying. That was our surprise birthday gift.
Oh, yeah, the sprinter. So I got a brand new sprinter truck. I've been doing expedited freight with that. And it's not enough of us. And when I say us, I mean African American in this industry. It's a lot of other ethnicities in there, like the Polish, the Ukrainians, etc. And you know what? I used to get I used to get really mad at them in the beginning, but I understand. Hey, this is the land of milk and honey over here. And we, as African Americans, we have to understand that we are allotted the same opportunity as them. They come over here with a hell of a work ethic and outwork us. How can they outwork us?
But then they stick together more.
And they stick together. You know what I mean? And that's so important. And we have to try to model that in our communities. And that's what I do. I pass out information, anything that I learn, anything that I come across, I share it. Because guess what? If I share it with you, you share it with others, hopefully we can come together and do something. But if we holding on to the information, come on, man, it's selfish.
And I want to piggyback on when you said that people want to walk in your shoes. And I say this all the time. As me and my sister, we talk to younger people all the time. Stop trying to be like other people when you see them on social media. Oh, I want to be just like Beyonce, or I want to be just like this Instagram model, whatever. Find your own identity. And then at the same time, or this is what we say, you have to find your own identity, because what I done in my journey of life, you wouldn't be able to do. God give everybody their own process, their own journey, because, everybody, I want to be on the radio just like the twins, but you didn't know what we went through to get to this. Yes. So you can't always say, I want to be in your shoes, or I want to be just like you. You have to find your own identity, but at the same time, pray to God and ask him, what's my vision? What's my plan, God? What do you have for me in my life? And you have to sit down and actually just figure everything out, because if you continue to live your life to be like other people, you will never succeed.
And then some people have a hard time finding out what their purpose is. And I read a lot, I do a lot of, thinking and things like that. If it's an idea that just burns, like you always thinking about it, you're always talking about it, it wakes you up in the middle of the night, that could be your purpose, but it can't be birthed if you don't act on it.
Exactly.
And it also, when you have a purpose, you don't have to come from a golden spoon in your mouth. Bill didn't come from a golden spoon. He told his story, He didn't have a background. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't stop him from getting a yogurt shop, from getting a trucking company. That didn't stop him. Things. So, I mean, what advice would you give to a young guy that's listening now that wants to make a move?
First of all, come up with a plan. Write it down on paper. For me, this is some of the tools that I use. I write it down on paper so that way I can see exactly what it is that I want to attain. And once I see it, I start just process of elimination and going towards it, and just give birth to the idea. You give birth to it, just like I gave birth to opening up the frozen yogurt shop, the first Black-owned frozen yogurt shop on the south side of Chicago. I've been through a lot of adversities with it, but guess what? I'm still here. Still on 35th and State. So to all the non-believers, guess what? I'm still here.
And we have to stop worrying about how many people who support the non-believers or the people support and this and that, because we have that conversation before. We like, yeah, the females don't support us, and he like the males don't support. I'm like, really?
Yes.
So it's just everyone, you know, and we have to stop worrying about that.
It's sad.
It is.
I'm done worrying about it. Like I said before, I could throw a party in the whole city.
The whole city.
But if I like my store, it should be packed. When I open back up, I'm gonna share this with you. I was gonna do this at first. I was gonna say like the stores, I'm done with it. It's, new people, new faces, and to see how that go, and let it alone, I'm still behind. You know what I mean? But I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do that. It is what it is. We coming back. Got an investor came in with me, which we needed some assistance to keep it going, and went away from the franchise because it's franchise fees when you're in a franchise. So solely independent at this point. No more franchise fees. But not to take away from that, it was a great experience. I thank Forever Yogurt, the company, the brand. We thank you for all that you have taught me. And, I'll never forget the experience ever. So just come check us out. Sweet Dreams. We'll be open soon. Same spot. And we're going to have a grand opening. And it's going to be crazy. Let's not let the store close again.
You hear that? Let's not let it close again. So he had a birthday party, right? Last summer. People could not get in the party. And everybody, he couldn't, so number one, he couldn't even enjoy his party because he kept running to the door. Yeah. So all those people he was running to the door for should be the people that's at the store. We have to support. And when I say for real, we got to support, like genuinely support our people.
And we'll win. We will win. One thing about my city, I love my city. We have a beautiful city, but we have to release the hate and embrace the love, man. Like, that's the only way we gonna win. It's so sad that this incident with Nip brought everyone together. Death brings us together. Let's live and bring us together. You know what I mean? Like, I look at the young brother, great movement. Great things on the West Coast you was doing. I mean, the whole nine, man. I respect it. I just, I've learned a lot more since the passing of the brother. But
it's like we have our own Nipseys in the city.
I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like I'm a Nipsey in my city because guess what? When I say I'm a Nipsey in the city, we're gonna use that because of the the platform that he had. I don't have a huge platform or anything like that, but I'm independent. I open up my own business with my own dollar, no loans, no bank money, no nothing.
Let me borrow 100,000.
It's coming.
Come on.
Show.
Y'all, it caught on tape. Y'all hear it.
So it's like I created opportunities for young Black children, gave them jobs, college students, jobs, all off my dime with no help from nobody. Like, and another thing that has been bothering me, I'm gonna say this too. I just shout out to Lori Lightfoot, the mayor-elect. I hope that she could do something with the city of Chicago and kind of like give us some guidance. But these TIF funds, guys, that I just saw on the news that they're giving away like $2.6 billion for some new funding for some type of new development that's coming. Put those dollars in the Black community. Open up these schools with those billions of dollars. That's where the money is. When I open up my store in Bronzeville, the aldermen and all these people, I knew nothing about no TIF funds and spiff, but guess what? I didn't get $1, but they'll give it to not us. It's not for us, but guess what? That's why it's so important that we pool our resources and come together, so we won't even need their money, because when they give you these type of monies and all that, they kind of have control over you. You know what I mean? And that's probably, I think that's why I'm not probably as supported, because I'm not controlled. Can nobody control me? I damn near can't even control me.
We're gonna keep that cursing limited. Okay?
Sorry about that.
Third rule broke. I don't think one more time he can't come back.
But we're proud of you though. Like, we watch you, we support you, we see what you're doing, and you didn't allow the challenges of Forever Yoga to stop you. You just moved on, you transition, even though you were doing the trucking anyway, but you were using that to fund you for what you want.
I have to. And that's the thing, by having multiple tools and multiple streams. Okay, boom. For these last few months, I've been in my Sprinter getting money up so I can support this business, because if I don't, who gonna help me? No one. I had to do everything myself. Shout out to my partner who came in. I think he wanted to be silent, so that's cool. We gonna keep it silent. But thank you, I appreciate it. And it was God sent. You know what I mean? So we'll be back open. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. It's not forever.
Not forever yogurt anymore.
I'm gonna say
not forever yogurt anymore, guys. It's Sweet Dreams frozen yogurt in Bronzeville. Get up.
Are we looking to open in the summer or just
as soon as these licenses and things come back? Because since you switch names, you had to go get a new business license. No, I'm cool. I should be good.
You sure?
Yeah, I should get a new business license, etc. So it's coming.
So we'll make sure that we'll keep pumping it up every Friday for you. So
and I'm gonna keep everyone posted for the grand opening, for the grand opening. So let's do it. So and I also, another quick thing, shout out to all the people that's all the restaurants that just opened up in Hyde Park.
Soul Shack,
and then the sister Fabrica, the No Meat. Shout out to that. I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, definitely. We got to go check it out too. We haven't been there.
On you guys, or it's on me?
On you.
I figured it.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
Big shout out to all the restaurants and everybody who's doing their thing. Shout out to you. We're definitely proud of you. You are driving trucks. Like, do you need drivers? Do you need?
Well, right now, what I'm looking for anyone that's out there that's logistics brokers. I need logistics brokers that work for companies such as XPO, maybe JB Hunt, anyone that's with like John Deere, these type of companies, because I'm trying to get some contracted work so I can have consistency, so I can buy more trucks and sprinters to employ our people. But I want to have the consistency before I start hiring people. Right now, I have 2 Sprinter vans and 1 semi truck, 18-wheeler, but I just need some more consistency. So if anyone out there know any logistics brokers, please contact me. I have all my credentials is on point, and I just need logistics brokers, XPO, JB Hunts, any small entities, just get at me.
So tell the people, where can they find you at on your social media?
Well, Facebook is Bill Coney. Social media is FY Bronzeville, but I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna have to change the FY Bronzeville.
Yeah.
Social Instagram. I don't have any Snapchat or anything like that yet, but those things are coming. But for right now, just Instagram, FY Bronzeville, and Facebook, Bill Coney.
Okay, so you guys heard what he's looking for. Logistics brokers. Brokers. He's looking for that. So you guys make sure you inbox him. If you're not comfortable inbox us. We will relay the message. You guys, we gotta help
keep
each
it going,
other.
Man. This is a heck of an industry, the logistics industry. Let's go.
So before we end, can you tell us, what would you tell your 15-year-old self?
My 15-year-old self?
What would you tell your 15-year-old self?
What would I tell myself? You on the way. You are on the way. Keep God first. Focus, fast, and leave the ladies alone.
You heard that?
You heard that from Bill himself. But make sure you all put in your calendar. We want to, first of all, thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Finally.
Yes. But make sure you all put in your calendar June 22nd, 2019 for the Millen Twins Educators Award, which will be at the Connection, 4321 South Cottage Grove, from 6 to 9. It is in Bronzeville.
We support our own.
Miss Michelle and her husband. Yes, they are amazing.
After that, we're gonna stop this. We're gonna stop on over on 35th.
Sweet dreams. We're gonna be there before, after, the week before, the week, so we gotta support our own. You guys keep supporting Bill. He's doing great things. We got our own Nipsey in the city of Chicago. We got our own Bill in the city of Chicago. He's doing great things.
Make sure you reach out to Kim.
Kimberly, get her
Carter,
book.
get her
We're gonna
book,
tag
support her.
everything. Go ahead, because Bill likes to take over.
Let me see.
That's why it took so
Kimberly,
long for us to put him on the
What
show.
I'm gonna do also with the books, I'm gonna go ahead and get let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and get 5 books from Kimberly, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start it off like that. I'm gonna get 5 books from the young lady, and I'm gonna leave one here for the Millen twins. If they want to just give it to somebody or just pass it out or just someone call in and be a winner, something, we got a book.
Look, come on, support in the studio.
That's supporting our own.
Look,
Yes.
and it's just like that. It's not hard to support your own.
It's that
not.
easy. It's love.
It's love.
It is all love.
It is.
Literally. Anything else you want to say?
Last word.
We gotta get you out of here.
We ain't even got the big bright
That's
light
it.
on today.
That's it.
Well,
That's
we-
it. I'm just so excited to be in you guys' presence because y'all are nothing but since I met you, young ladies, been nothing but a breath of fresh air, and just appreciate it. That's it.
You're amazing. We're gonna have you back in 2030, okay?
To pump up the 19
Pump it
franchises you gonna have
Yes.
for Sweet Dreams.
Everything is gonna come full surface. Everything's gonna come full surface. You know why? Because I think that I work hard and I got a good work ethic, and I deserve it. That's even more so. I deserve it.
You do, and there's nothing wrong with telling yourself that. We all deserve everything we want, all the desires of our heart, right?
Shoot.
Yes.
Much hard as I work, I better get it.
You work hard. You're a hard brother. I would say that.
Yes.
Mine, you see, your son is a hard
Yeah,
worker.
What's up? How you doing?
Call her later.
So we guys, we're gonna be gone next week. I'm sad because we're gonna be on spring break. Well, I'm not sad. It's bittersweet. I'm gonna be sad we're gonna miss the show, but we're gonna be out on vacation.
Yes.
But we'll post pictures to let you guys know where we will be. So you guys make sure you purchase your tickets for the Millen Twins Educators Award. That will be June 22nd. You guys keep looking out for Sweet Dreams. We're gonna be pumping him up. We're gonna keep looking out for Kimberly's books. We're gonna be pumping her up. We're gonna support everybody. It's all out of love.
Oh, also Ebony Shanae, My Nurse Design.
Mhm.
She is having her gala April 20th. We'll tag the information in. I don't know if she's on here because she usually be
She's
on
on
there.
here.
She's on there. Okay, Ebony, make sure you put your information in. April 20th, her gala. So make sure y'all support. And if you're not able to make it, buy a ticket for somebody to support them, and just go ahead and support the movement because she's doing amazing things.
And
y'all.
let us know. We bought a table to sponsor people because unfortunately we won't make it, but we bought a table. So for 8 individuals who would love to go and didn't have the money or don't have the money,
reach out to
us.
We'll
We
bless you.
bought a whole table so that you guys can just support Ebony. Love on Ebony. Ebony is the sweetest girl that we know.
She's amazing. She's changing a lot of people's lives.
She is. And this is the Scott School 3rd annual fundraising gala. It's 4/20/2019 from 6 to 9 at the Masson Conference Center on 500 Plaza Drive. So you guys make sure you support Miss Ebony Nurse Design, because she got a whole, y'all should look at her new clothing line that she been posting.
Amazing.
You know, she does amazing things. She was on the Jam TV. She was on AC Green. She doing big things. Ebony doesn't sit down.
She doesn't.
And we love her for that. And she has her own school. Own CNA school. So you guys, shout out to Ebony. Buy her tickets so you guys can go to the gala. Ebony, put your information down because we know you're watching.
Yes.
But we love you guys. It's Friday. Happy
Enjoy
spring
your
break
weekend.
to all the educators.
Be safe.
Enjoy it and be safe. You guys
Enjoy,
are tuning
guys.
in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movie Show on IntellectualRadio.com. Thank you, Bill.